he will become a great man. If he doesn't jump, he risks staying alone forever. The entire village watches with bated breath. Their little brother, their son, their friend, he must face this test with courage. He must make it. Here in the heart of Ethiopia's Omo Valley, the Hamer tribe follows traditions passed down through countless generations. Their village, a small paradise of wooden and straw houses, blends seamlessly with the land, as if it has always been here. But today, there's an electricity in the air, a deep silence full of anticipation. A boy stands on the threshold between childhood and manhood, and his future depends on a single, daring act, the bull-jumping ceremony, being a real man. It's a phrase we hear often, but what does it truly mean? In different parts of the world, manhood is defined by strength, courage, responsibility, or the ability to protect and provide. But here, among the Hamer people, the meaning is much deeper, rooted in history, honor, and survival. Becoming a man is not just about age, it is a trial by fire, a spectacle of raw determination, and the ultimate test of dignity. For a young boy to be recognized as a man, he must leap across the backs of several bulls, lined up in the village square. This is not just a demonstration of physical agility, it is a rite of passage, a declaration to his people that he is ready to bear the weight of adulthood. Failure means shame, success means a new life. His father, a proud man with deep scars across his chest, marks of past battles and survival, speaks with unwavering certainty. Today is the most important day of my son's life. He must prove to everyone that he is a true Hamer, that he can be a good farmer and shepherd. If he fails, he will have no honor. No woman will marry a half-man, but I am not afraid. My son is ready. Today will be a day of celebration. In the village, preparations are in full swing. Women move gracefully among the gathering crowd, their skin adorned with intricate beads and shells. They prepare sorghum beer, mixing it with honey collected fresh from the wild, a sweet elixir that will flow freely in the coming celebration. The air carries the scent of fermenting grains and the faint hint of smoke from the fires that burn steadily, warming the night. For the women of the tribe, this ceremony is just as significant. In a striking display of devotion and solidarity, they willingly endure ritual whippings, their backs bearing fresh wounds that will soon become scars, badges of loyalty to their brothers, their sons, their people. The sound of the lashes echoes through the village, but there is no outcry, no hesitation. This is their tradition, a sign of their unwavering commitment to their men. As the sun sets, the moment arrives. The bulls are gathered, their massive bodies forming a daunting path. The young initiate steps forward, his body trembling with a mixture of fear and determination. This is his last moment as a boy. He takes a deep breath, his people's eyes upon him, and then he runs. His feet barely touch the bulls' backs as he leaps from one to the next, his balance tested with each powerful stride. The village erupts in cheers. He has done it. Tomorrow he will receive a new name, a symbol of his achievement. A necklace will be placed around his neck, marking his transition into manhood. He will shave his head completely, a sign of rebirth. From now on, he will sit among the men, speak with their authority, and prepare for the next stage of his life: marriage, fatherhood, leadership. As the night deepens, the village comes alive in celebration. The sounds of laughter, drumming, and singing fill the air. Honey-sweetened sorghum beer flows freely, shared among friends and family. The firelight flickers against the faces of those who have witnessed yet another young boy transform into a man. For the Hamer, this is life, this is tradition, and for the rest of the world, it is a reminder of the power of resilience, the beauty of culture, and the unbreakable bond between past and future. And as I stand here, watching this ancient ritual unfold, I am left with one question, one that echoes through every tribe, every civilization, every heart. What does it truly mean to be a man? And then, he arrives. The protagonist of this story. He is very young, perhaps too young for such an important moment. At just 14 years old, he carries on his chest two distinct lines traced with bull dung, a sacred symbol of connection to the very animals that will decide his fate as a man. Standing beside his father, he appears calm, perhaps a bit nervous, but in his eyes, there is a fire of determination. Whether he is truly ready or simply willing himself to be, it's hard to tell. One striking observation is the age gap between father and son. The father is an elderly man, his face etched with decades of wisdom, while the boy could easily be mistaken for his grandson. In the Hamer tribe, infidelity is not a taboo, but an accepted reality. The father, despite his age, has young wives. Unofficially, women are free to take lovers, which means that the boy's biological father could be another man. But formally, socially, and in every way that matters, he is the son of the man standing before us, and it is he who will guide him through this rite of passage. Even on this momentous day, when the entire village is preparing for his initiation, his responsibilities do not wane. He still tends to the cattle, taking them to graze, performing the same daily duties he has always known. We decide to accompany him, to understand him better, to see his world through his eyes. Milking cows is a fundamental skill for a Hamer man. As I attempt it, I quickly realize how difficult it is. I struggle, but thankfully he steps in to help. Delicious! He laughs, watching me fumble. Here we make fun of those who can't milk well. It means they're not true Hamer. Tomorrow, he will face the ultimate test. He has spent months preparing for this moment, tending to the cattle, strengthening his bond with them, understanding their ways. Because jumping over the bulls is not just about agility, it is a declaration of responsibility, a sign that he is ready to take on the burdens of adulthood. If he succeeds, he will enter the ranks of men. One day, he will marry, but first, he must prove himself worthy. There is one aspect of the ritual that weighs heavily on him. As part of the tradition, he must whip the women of his family. It is not an act of cruelty, but of sacrifice, a demonstration of loyalty, an offering of pain to mark the significance of the day. He does not want to do it, but the women insist. They are waiting for it, eager to bear the marks that symbolize their role in his journey. After the jump, a great feast will follow. Milk, meat, and honey will be shared, and by the time the sun rises the next morning, his life will have changed forever. The entire village is buzzing. Will he make it? That is the question on everyone's lips. Some hesitate, some speculate, but the men, those who have passed this trial before, have no doubt. We want our little brother to face this test with courage, one of them says with quiet confidence. We're cheering for him because we know what it means. It's the first step to becoming a man, to building a family. That's why we've been here since morning, preparing everything. This is not a simple challenge. It requires more than just strength. It demands focus, resilience, and an unshakable will. The jump itself lasts only seconds, but in that brief moment, a boy's fate is decided. Every leap carries weight. A stumble could mean disgrace, or worse, injury. And beyond the personal test, there is an economic burden. The family must provide for the entire village, offering food and drink as part of the celebration. The pressure is immense. And now, the moment is near. The ceremony is about to begin. The women, the heartbeat of the community, are preparing a sacred drink. They mix fresh honey with sorghum beer, stirring it carefully, making it sweeter. It will be shared with everyone, a toast to transformation, to resilience, to the journey from boyhood to manhood. The drums begin to echo through the village, the bulls are gathered, the people are watching, and the boy, standing before his destiny, takes a deep breath. The time has come. Though this ritual marks a young boy's transition into manhood, the women of the Hamer tribe play a crucial role in the event. They are the ones who will bolster his courage and strength throughout the ceremony, even making extreme sacrifices, as we will soon witness. But before that, they must prepare, dedicating time to an essential aspect of Hamer culture: beauty. Hamer women are renowned for their elaborate hairstyles, intricate expressions of identity and social status. Their hair is braided meticulously and coated with a mixture of butter and red ochre, giving it a distinctively warm, radiant hue. Every aspect of their appearance is carefully attended to. Multicolored necklaces, metal bracelets, and intricately decorated animal skins complete their striking image. Yet these adornments are more than mere decorations. They serve as living records of family heritage, relationships, and life milestones. Among these symbols of beauty, one particular accessory stands out: the necklace. Have you noticed how some of the women wear different styles? Those with a prominent phallic-shaped necklace, known as the big nair, are recognized as a man's first wife. Meanwhile, others wearing two circular bands signify their status as second wives. There is no distinction in their importance, only in their order. The first wife, naturally, is older while the second is younger. The ceremony has officially begun. Amid rhythmic songs and energetic dances, one of the most intense and controversial moments of this tradition unfolds. To demonstrate their loyalty and unwavering support for the boy about to face his test, Hamer women voluntarily subject themselves to violent whippings by young men who have previously undergone the same initiation. This act of sacrifice and pride is a raw, powerful declaration of strength and belonging to the community. I have never seen anything like this before. This is, without a doubt, the most brutal and visceral stage of the ceremony. The women hurl themselves toward the men, urging them to strike them with sticks. Look at what is happening now. He is about to whip her. The wounds they bear from these strikes are deep, the marks stark against their skin. But this is not about submission or self-degradation. These women are demonstrating their support in the most extreme way possible. They endure pain to show their devotion, ensuring that the boy understands his duty when he becomes a man, to stand by them, to protect and support them, no matter the hardships they may face. And now, everything is in place for the ceremony's climactic moment, the bull jump. The tension is palpable. Every eye in the village is locked onto our young protagonist. This is not just a symbolic ritual. It is an event that could alter the course of his life forever. The bulls are being lined up, and in the center stands Kuli. He is completely naked, not by chance but as a symbol of purity, shedding the last vestiges of childhood. This is his final day as a boy. Tonight, if he succeeds, he will emerge as a man. If he fails, it would be a disaster. He would be mocked for the rest of his life, unable to marry, unable even to call himself Hamer. The choice of bulls is no coincidence. They represent wealth, family, and responsibility. To become a man, he must prove that he can take care of his family and his cattle. That is why this leap is not just a physical feat, it is a test of his very identity. He begins. He is doing well. To officially pass, he must complete the jump 4 times. Yet he pushes beyond that, climbing the bulls a 10th time, determined to prove his strength and confidence. The entire village will talk about him for days to come. This is a moment of immense pride for his family, his relatives, and for him. But now, the boys holding the bulls are losing their grip. They are pulling him down. He has done enough. He has nothing left to prove. And then, it is over. He has done it. He has made it. He is a man now. He is truly a Hamer. I was scared before the jump, he confesses, but now I feel stronger. I am no longer afraid of anything. I am very happy. From today, I will follow the laws of men and serve my village. With this jump, I have proven that I am ready. Now, I am truly a Hamer. What does it mean to be a man? The definition varies from culture to culture, from one individual to another. For the Hamer, manhood is about courage, strength, and responsibility, about taking care of one's community. It is about overcoming one's fears, just as this young boy has done today. But how does this all connect to happiness? After this experience, I believe I understand. For the Hamer, happiness and responsibility go hand in hand. Becoming a man is not just a personal triumph, it is an initiation into something far greater. It is the moment a young boy becomes a recognized member of a legacy that stretches across generations. And looking at his beaming smile, it is clear. His happiness is not just in passing the test, it is in knowing that he belongs, that he has earned his place in a community that will support and celebrate him for life. And perhaps, no matter where we come from, that is the essence of happiness for all of us. Knowing who we are, knowing where we belong, and feeling like we are part of something that gives meaning to our existence and our story.